I greet you all with peace. I greet you all with love. I thank you for your patience with us. We still have all these technical issues. It's a new page, so we are still working on fixing all these different issues. And we sincerely hope with time all this will be more and more balanced and in check. But today now we have our beautiful, wonderful queen with us. And together we are going to be talking about the spiritual transformation of a woman and how a woman can also connect now to our divine womb, not just to heal the world, but to also heal herself. So please, if you're there, help us share it, share the message for more people to become more and more aware of all these things. Because the more we engage people, the more we engage humanity in this sacred awareness, the more we can heal ourselves and also heal the Mother Earth herself. So, good evening, Queen. How are you today?
Good evening, King. I'm well, thanks. And you?
I am fine, thank you. Once again, I want to apologize for the technical aspects. I believe next time we will fix it and it will be more and more in order, and that will help us more and more to easily be able to broadcast in a more easy way. So now we are just going to be doing it as an open conversation. So for you as a person, what is a spiritual transformation, and how does this relate with you in your own personal journey that you have now? Please feel free to express yourself.
Okay, once again, good evening to everyone who's listening in or watching. With me, personally, because I think every transformation is a very personal journey. So with me, really, when I started this journey, I was as confused as a chicken, because I came in with all the information that I had been taught by society, by churches, by parents. So now, with you want to leave all that on the side and focus on a journey that you have to take alone. It's something different, it's something new, it's scary, and it's very lonely,
That's right.
So when you embark on such a journey, I mean, there was a time where I kept on going back and forth, asking myself if I was doing the right thing, because I kept on checking on the information that I had already, been taught.
Yeah.
So it was quite a long journey before I could get to where I am now, because of having to look around. What will people say? Who's watching? Oh, but this journey says this, but the church taught me that. Do you understand? Because we all come from religion, most of us. So it was just, for me, it was just one very confusing journey and painful, but the transformation is amazing. When you get to that point, when you understand what is the truth, when you get to relearn and learn the new truth within yourself, it's just powerful. It's beautiful. It's just something you can't even explain. It's amazing because now it's okay for you to walk alone as a woman. It's okay for you to feel okay by just a woman. It's okay for you to be free to dress however you want, speak however you want, stand for what you believe in. So it's quite an amazing transformation. Very challenging though. It's not a lot of women who can just do it by themselves. Yeah, so with what I went through, I know that the next woman would need someone like me to go through the journey together. It would be much easier.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because it's like the road you followed already, so you know all the points, you understand all the corners and everything. That's so beautiful. It's beautiful when we transform our experience into a very solid knowledge base where we can use to guide people. And this is something I see as a very powerful thing and beautiful thing you just said. Thank you for saying that. That is so wonderful. But when we talk about the spiritual transformation of a woman, to you, how does it all begin? How does those sensations, and because according to what you just said, coming out from those religious backgrounds, so I can imagine a lot of battle you have to fight first with your own belief.
Yeah.
And how to really accept this and break through those walls of belief, because religion creates like a wall around you which you are not supposed to go beyond what is outside that wall. So for you, how was it really, how do you really navigate through this wall, and how do you penetrate through it? How do you do that? I'm just curious.
Like I said, it was the most difficult thing because of religion is for me, religion is just suicide. You know, when you're already hanging on that rope and you're about to just, kick the chair so that you can just die, and you're busy transitioning between, do I take out the rope or do I just go on and just die? So with me, when I started, I'm a very curious person anyway by nature. So there was just a whole lot of things that were not making sense to me. When I look at the universe, I look at the earth, I look at the star, I look at the moon, and I look at what religion has brought to me, which was so boxed. It was just a little box. So when religion was saying to me, live inside that little box, because that's what life is. But when I looked outside the box, there was just a whole lot of, there was just this bigger space. Wow. So I was curious as to why can I not live outside this box? What's out there? That's one of the reasons why I just embarked on a spiritual journey, because I felt like I was suffocating in a way.
That's right.
Something was just not right. There was just missing. You know, when you read a book that has a lot of missing words, it doesn't add up. So that's how I started. Luckily, I had a friend who was helping me, trying to explain a few things to me, but we would fight a lot because the things that he was telling me, I according to religion and what I had been taught, I just saw him as the devil. Like, he was just telling me things that I didn't think they would exist. Like, just talking about the moon and how one can relate to the moon. For me, that was just devilish talk, because how can you say that? Because there's God in the sky, there's God up there and all that. So, I mean, this guy even stopped helping me. He left at some point.
Yeah.
But something in me, something within me, that little voice, that little child within me kept on, poking me. So what are you doing? So until I just one day just decided to say, let me follow this path alone. Let me not waste anybody's time. Let me just follow it alone, do my own research. I started researching about meditation. Then I started going into meditation. That's how gradually it started, little by little. And now, what was strange is where everything I was looking for outside was actually within me. So I couldn't find the answers I was looking for on the outside. But when I looked within me, meditated, searched and seeked, I could find every answer very easily. So I that's when I said to myself, oh, wait a minute, something ain't right. Mom lied, dad lied, Granny lied. Yes. I need to just follow this on my own, like fully, until I get to where I fully understand and so that, because I felt like something was not right, when you have that feeling.
I know that.
So as time went, I fully just became myself. Funny enough, I fully just became myself, which then means I was living as someone else. Which means religion had given me an identity, religion had given me a name, how to act, how to say, especially as a woman in this world, You are just taught a lot of things, how to dress, how to be submissive, how not to be you. It's funny how the world teaches us how not to be ourselves. So that's right, what I was. I wasn't myself. I was what the world has taught me to be. I was what religion has said I am. So when I got to a point where I knew and understood who I was, oh man, I just flew. I just spread my wings and I just flew. I didn't even look back up till today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. So beautiful. And one of the most beautiful aspects in what you just shared now with us is this. The doctrine religion brought was kind of like a different identity of self that has nothing to really do with your real self.
Of course.
And living in that false identity was what was triggering that pains within you that makes you always feel like something is not right. And that process, you start now allowing yourself to break the rules, because it's always all about rules. That process, you start allowing yourself to break the rules, to step out of that cage, to grow beyond that culture, that doctrine. That process right there was what now connects you to that real you, which at the end was still existing all this while within you, but clothed and hidden from you. Wow, that is so beautiful. And this is one of the beautiful things I love about spirituality. This continuous exploration of self. This continuous understanding of one true essence of being. And as long as we keep on identifying ourselves with that ego self, we will never be able to have that strong connection with ourselves. You also used one very beautiful word I like. You said the society and the religion was just teaching you how not to be you. And that is what we now call programming. And that programming in most cases always starts from the age of 4, from the age of 3, where kids become curious in life to start asking, what is this? What does this mean? So that is where always, in most cases, where the program starts. So if your family was a Muslim, you are more likely to grow up as a Muslim lady. If your family was in Hindu, you are most likely to grow up as a Hindu or a Buddhist. In this case, yours was a Christian, so they also breed a Christian. So this constant reprogramming that is being programmed into children consciousness, this is what I see that has completely make people separate from their own real essence, because then you need that 10 commandments to tell you what is right and what is not right. You cannot feel and know this is not right.
Yeah, you don't have feelings. You know, when it comes to society and religion, you must just be empty of emotions. You can't feel.
That's so.
They decide when to jump, how to jump.
Exactly.
You know, a perfect example. Like I was feeding my 3 months baby.
Okay.
He's only 3 months. He doesn't know a lot of things. He doesn't know what pain is, right?
Yes.
So I was struggling to feed him yesterday. So I kept on poking him on his hand. But he's just looking at me, poking him and pinching him, but he doesn't understand what it is because he can't even feel the pain. Now he's still free to do or to act however. As soon as he's 5 months, 6 months, and I teach what pain is, when I'm now poking the next time, he's going to cry, not because he's feeling the pain, but because I've taught him that when I poke you, it's painful.
Yes.
You understand? So this is what religion teaches us. That look, if you walk like that, it's a sin. So I don't have to decide for myself if I walk like that, whether it's a sin or not. I'm already told it's a sin. As a woman, I'm already told you need to be submissive to a man. You need not to express yourself. As a woman, you can't be too much. As a religious woman, you can't be too much. You need to just, gather yourself and box yourself. And, as a woman, you just need to take everything and be strong. Do you understand? So
perfectly.
For me, that was one of the most painful things because we see a lot of women going through a lot. And these women do not speak. They don't speak up because, if I go to my mom crying about my marriage or whatever, the first thing she'll be saying, you know what? A woman needs to be submissive. If I say, oh, my husband is hitting me, the first question is, what have you done? What have you been? You understand? So that's how we were raised. You can't even think of reporting things to anyone because, oh man, I'm a woman, I should be submissive, blah, 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 blah. You understand? So when you come into spirituality, you are free. You are swimming. You are free to express yourself. You are free to just, you know what? The way I'm so free now, it ends up seeming like how can I put it? I don't even have the right word. Especially to men. Men become so over. I don't know. I don't even know which word to put it. So that's the reason why also society and men even, they don't want us to be free as women, because when a woman is now free, she's got her voice back, she can speak up, she can be a leader, she can be a CEO, she can be a this and that and that. We now become a threat.
Perfect. And you know why?
How I don't understand.
Please, okay. You know why? The system have bred men to become a weak vessel. So when the man sense or smell a woman that is independent and strong, he feels like he's in danger because the society has bred him to become weak and lead by his ego. Only few wise men on earth can stand an independent, smart woman. Only few wise men on earth. And this is not really so much their fault. It's because they have been so broken and damaged. So that's why we have to educate more the women of today, so that women can heal them and let them know it is okay to be weak.
Of course.
It is okay to be weak. But you have to be happy that you have a strong woman who can support you now and make you now a god that you are.
Yep. Yes.
But if that man refuses to let go of his ego, then he will transform that his weakness to power and see that your own supports as dominion and possession of him. And that will make him rebel, fight, push back. In most cases, he will just run away. Men love weak women. Men love women who cannot look into their own eyes and say what they feel.
Of course.
And this makes their ego, their little ego, feel so big like a giant's.
Yeah, they become so defensive. Because as a strong woman, first of all, everything, we need to understand that everything, and I mean everything, started in the womb.
That's right.
Obviously, as a woman or a woman, a man who's got a womb, that should say to the man, this person is very special. You understand? So I feel like also men need to be taught that, right, you know what, you don't need to be so defensive when it comes to the woman. She's your mother. She birthed you. I cannot hurt you. I know I birthed you. You understand? So for women, on my side, for women, we need to be more educated on the power that we have.
That's why we are here.
So as to not abuse the power, but understand that all that exists, whatever, even if, you know what, a man, whatever it is that I know I want as a woman, I know how to create it. So I cannot be a woman who just goes out with a man because of his money and then stay in an abusive relationship because I can't leave because of money. Look, if I want money, I know where my altar is. I know where to create it. Whatever it is that I want, I know where to tap and create it.
That's
Even
right.
if I get, and the men need to understand also that it's okay to date or to marry a strong spiritual woman, even if you are weak, even if you have nothing, because she is going to give you your rebirth. Believe me not. You know, a woman is capable of rebirthing you 10 times. One woman is capable of rebirthing 100 men just because of the womb. Do you understand?
Facts.
Yeah. So if we've got women who are conscious, women who understand the power of their womb, women who know that whatever it is that they do, they multiply, bad or good. You see, the womb doesn't communicate in asking about what ingredients are you giving. Whatever I speak, the womb multiplies.
Yes.
So if I know and understand that my womb is a factory that multiplies whatever I give it, then I as a woman, I know what to say and what not to say about the man that is in my life or about my children. So if I keep complaining about this man, he's a beast, he's this, he's that, I'm multiplying the poor guy to be more than what he is.
Facts.
And now when the poor guy gets to a point of to a boiling point where he can't take it and he takes it out on me, I go back and say, man, that's trash. You understand?
I understand perfectly.
So something is not right with the women who are the creators, because the man is just there. The man is like a patient. He's sick. He needs a doctor to be healed. You are coming, instead of being the doctor, you are the judge. So something is, we as women need to be so educated to understand the power of the womb. There's nothing else that the the woman gets power from besides the womb.
That's our
You know,
universe.
so I think if we can just pause as women and stop looking at these men as trash and abusers and all that, and look at what we are feeding these poor guys with our wombs. What are we feeding the earth? What are we doing to heal the earth? Because the earth also, when you look at the womb and you understand it deeper, it's a tree.
Of course.
It's a tree of life.
Of course.
So you can't plant apples and expect bananas.
Of course not.
You know, so whatever it is that we are putting in our womb, it's what we must expect to come out. Take this poor guy, heal this poor guy, build him up, give him the best rebirth ever. And I'm telling you, if women can do that, we will have newest earth ever.
That's just it. You have said it all. And this is exactly the mission we have. This is exactly even the reason for this page. This is exactly the reason for this constant campaign that never ends. Because we have been shown this. A man is sick, as you say. And a man is also like a machine that have capacity, that need a manual, and that need to be understood. And the operator of this machine is the woman who invented this machine. So it is the duty of the woman to have the deep knowledge of self. Then it becomes now like that engineer who invented a machine. Before engineer can invent a machine, you have to have studied. You have to have understand the science of mathematics and physics and different things before you can even create first that machine. And then when that machine is now in existence, you have to also understand the nature of how the machine functions and how you can enhance that machine to become something better. This is what a man is, and that's what makes a man a worshipper. So the woman needs deep sacred knowledge of our own divine feminine energy. That as sacred knowledge now is what she will now use to heal this man. Is what she can now use to transform this man. You make some points now about the womb energy. 98% of women don't know how to tap into their divine womb energy. Some women still pray to one deity or one god somewhere, forgetting that all the gods in the universe are living within our own womb.
Yeah, of course.
All she needs,
it's a whole nation in there.
Fact, all she needs is to tap into that infinite universe that is within her for she to be able to create the reality she wants to see. When it comes,
is it that she wants to see?
That's right. When it comes to our men, you made some beautiful points. That instead of complaining and at the end, you end up creating more mess and you keep blaming the man for creating the mess. Really healing that man is your first priority as a goddess. Because the nature of the sacred feminine energy is to nurture, is to help enhance, is to protect, and to heal. So any woman that lack those 4 points automatically is a man. That's why you see home where this knowledge are lack, they always fight. The man hits her and she hits back. The man say one word and she say twice back. What is really going on there is the lack of imbalance that is going on within their own conscious self. And their spirit is trying to rebel each other so they can both bring out the best from themselves. But
I mean, sorry to
no, come in. It's your day.
The only difference between me and a man is the womb. Without the womb, I'm a man too. That's why I'm a womb man. A man with a womb. Do you understand?
Please, so just say it again, please. Say it again. People need to hear it well.
The only difference between me and the man is that I've got a womb. So without the womb, when I'm standing next to a man, I'm a man.
That's
because
right.
everything is the same. And that is the reason why I'm a womb man. It's not woman, it's womb man. How it changed, I don't know.
Yeah.
We have a man and a womb man, which means we have a womb man, so then the man comes from the womb. You understand? So if I'm a goddess who understands that this man comes from my womb, spiritually now when we are digging deeper, you know that every man that exists comes from a woman's womb.
Yes.
Well, how can I hate my own? I can't hate my own child. I can't look down on my own child. The only thing I need to see is, if I see a struggling man, the only thing I need to do is to help that person. Because all men are sick, to be honest. All men are just... Sometimes I look at it as like, okay, this person is a man and he's sick because he doesn't have a womb. So because I've got the womb, I need to help him. You understand? I look at it that way so that I can understand it better every time when I'm dealing with men or working with men. Like I did an example, I think, when I was talking to you during the day that, look, we are in a society that says, help a girl child. And I've heard this in one of my shows.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with helping a girl child. There's nothing wrong with equipping a girl child. But why neglect a boy child in the process? Understand? Because I'm equipping and helping my daughter, who's going to be married tomorrow to a broken man. And then what happens then? Because as a broken man, when you see a well-equipped woman, you see a threat. You chip off at everything. You end up doing things that you hurt the poor child, and then it goes back to, oh, men are monsters, men are trash, blah, 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 blah. But why are we neglecting the patient? You can't neglect the patient and expect the patient to get well.
You can't blame the patient for being sick here.
Yeah, the patient is sick and he's here to be helped, but you keep on blaming them instead of giving them tablets. It's like you are feeding yourself tablets and you are not sick, but the sick patient, you don't give tablets. You understand? So
perfectly.
Women are there's nothing as strong as a woman. And
She's
if
good.
the water, stars, the sun, whatever, it all exists inside the womb of a woman.
Fact.
So when she knows and understands, look, a woman can make it rain with her womb. A woman can change the entire situation of the day just because of the womb.
Yes.
You understand? So if a woman is that powerful, why won't she change a man?
If she know how to.
She knows how to, you know. So that is what we need to be taught as women. That is what we need. We need awareness on things like this. Yes. How do we get familiar with our own wombs? Because I'm working with this factory machine that is so powerful, yet I keep on buying things from a Chinese factory outside. That is just selling me bogus all the time. Yeah. But I mean, I've got a machine to sew this, but I'm busy taking it to someone else to. You know, I've got a stove to cook, but I'm busy eating raw food or taking it to someone else to cook for me. So it's to us not understanding as women who we are. Firstly, the power that we possess, and as you know, again, there are women who. We all come from, religions and whatnot. with no understanding of who we are and stuff like that.
Mm.
But also as women, there's this, like now, whatever is happening in the world now, everyone is fighting to keep themselves safe. So women are fighting together. Oh, men are trash. The men are fighting back. Oh, these women are, they're becoming strong. They are now CEOs. The woman can drive now, and then she thinks she's a man. So there's a bit of a competition happening in the world. When you begin to be a woman that is independent and all that, you are referred to as a man. Oh, you think you're a man. You're doing a man's job.
Mm-hmm.
And now as a woman, when you now become a CEO and you can drive and you can do a man's job, you see a man as nothing.
Yeah.
So both parties are confused with identity. If a man can understand that this is a woman, this is the womb that I come from, I need to worship. Worship doesn't mean you need to kneel down
Exactly.
on your knees and worship.
Mm.
So
Exactly.
because we've been taught by church and all that worship means you kneel down on your knees, you raise your hand and you worship and worship. No, that's not worship. Worship is love.
Yeah.
Worship is needing the higher power. It's loving the higher power and accepting the higher power.
That's
and
right.
feeling safe in the higher power. Feel safe, come to my space, lay on my womb. You come from it anyway. But then come in and feel safe. This is your home. I'm not
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
And as a woman, I'm not going to abuse you because you are in my womb. No. The womb doesn't belong to me. The womb belongs to everything I created to come in at any time and rest. Yes. I don't have a womb that is so powerful to abuse people or to abuse whatever it is or to abuse the men. No. Doesn't even belong to me. I'm just a vessel carrying. So that's why as a woman, I'm a god. Because I've got a womb that creates, but it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to everything I've created. So we also as women, we need to understand ourselves and create a safer environment for a man to come home and say, baby, I've lost my job. And he knows that the first thing I will do is to hug him. Say, it's going to be okay. Come into the sacred space and just lay your head and relax. Don't worry. I will create another job for you. That's how we should be living. Because I'm capable of creating another job for you as a woman. You understand? You just need to know how to accept that job as a man. So I feel like we both, men and women, need to be taught a lot. But the woman is the one that it's critical for women because of the higher power that we have.
Exactly.
We need to understand it because it also works against us as women who don't understand. We have, like I said, it's a machine, it's a factory that keeps on moving. It doesn't stop. It doesn't even ask what is this that you have given me. It will create whatever you've given it. We speak against ourselves. We compete against each other. We just want to destroy each other as women. There's no sisterhood. There's nothing. There's no love. We are just carrying this sacred power with no love.
And
you cannot create anything beautiful without love in it.
That's right.
So women are carrying scars, heartache, bitterness, and all this. And at the same time, they're carrying a womb. They keep on multiplying sad things in their lives. They keep on multiplying everything bad in their lives, and they think it's a man's fault. No, honey, it's your fault.
Of course.
A man is not powerful to give me stress. There's no man who's powerful enough to give me stress. I create my own stress. I'm the creator here. You understand? So I can't keep on.
Of course I do.
You cannot feed yourself poison and expect the next person to die. Doesn't make sense. I can't keep on multiplying all this bitterness and all this trouble in my life and point to a man and blame a man. So women, we just need platforms where we are taught these things. We need platforms where we are just we need a strong heighting of awakening. Just wake up.
Facts.
Because everything that you are looking for and another thing, a woman who doesn't know the power of her womb, she goes around looking for love. She goes around
That's
looking
right.
for a
Everything.
space, a place to feel
Everything
safe.
she look for.
Yeah, that's why she ends up going into all these different men just to feel safe. And all these men are so weak. Especially a man who's not awakened or who doesn't vibrate high. He's so weak. When you start going around, the first boyfriend you meet, you're so in love, you want to be married, men run away.
Yeah, of course.
They run because why are you so desperate, sister? It's because of there's the emptiness within you as a woman.
Please say that again, please. Say it again,
the emptiness is there, and a lot of it, and it keeps on becoming more and more because of you are multiplying it.
The needing, the wanting.
Yeah. So we keep on, just going around. These men, when they run away, you hate men. Men are this, men are that. Start loving yourself, honey.
Exactly.
You have got the most powerful power. Love yourself, spend time with yourself, accept yourself. The womb is your altar. When you need your space, just spend time in your altar. Create beautiful things. You will not need, to be loved by anyone else. If a man comes and loves you, that's a bonus.
This exactly
but I love myself.
Exactly what you just said now is what I've been teaching since many years now.
Yeah.
Love is not something you look for or seek for. Love starts from that appreciation of self and satisfaction within your own self.
Yeah.
That moment where you are contented and you feel enough with yourself, that is where now endless love keep coming in.
Yeah.
So the rejection of self, which a lot of women have today, is what always make them spend half of more than their savings in fashions, in makeup, trying to attract trying to be accepted in the society, thinking, I am a single mother, I need a man to come and be a father for this boy.
Yeah.
Thinking, I am now 35, all my mates are married with kids, now I need a husband. Because they still fail to connect with that sacred womb they carry. Many don't even have any idea about it. They just believe it's only when they are pregnant, then they are pregnant. They don't know that this is the living temple within her. And one of the main reasons we are focusing more on educating the women, that's why I'm also happy you are one of the team. More and more you will be coming also on board. We will fix all these technical issues so things can be more structured and organized. More and more you will be coming on board, and we will all be sharing all this knowledge and everything together. This is just the beginning, because this is very important today. For we to heal the broken men out there, which is 99%. For we to heal these broken men out there, we need to equip the mind of the women. When a woman is equipped, just like you say, one woman can heal 100 men. One woman can. So imagine now I have 7 million women. Then I can heal the whole 7 billion humans on earth.
And the Mother Earth is healed.
Of course. And that's the only mission. That's the only message. And that's the only reason I'm just here. So we have to start it so the cycle can keep on expanding. It can keep on expanding. So a lot of people always ask me, but why you focus all your energy and teaching on women? It's because I have known this secret now. When a woman's mind is equipped and her body is purified, When a man even lay with her to make love with her, automatically he gets healed just by sleeping and having sexual energy exchange with her. Just by hugging her alone heals you.
Of course.
Just by hearing her speak, the vibration from the tone of her voice, it stimulates your own consciousness and heal you.
Wow.
Just by gazing at her, heal you. So why would we educate the women first? And then all these damaged and broken men out there, they will have no option now. It will not become like something you recycle automatically. Because when all the women are healed, then automatically they are also healed. Because don't forget, a child is always connected to the mother regardless how old he or she is. Then if it is so, and all womb on earth is connected together, that means my mother, you, your daughter, my daughter, they are all connected.
Of course, yeah.
Regardless the location or wherever they are. Okay, if we start expanding the consciousness of the woman, the sacred feminine energy, that means automatically what we are doing is we are growing and giving birth to a new earth that will be like an aura covering this earth we know now as Mother Earth. And automatically the Mother Earth is refining herself and re-illuminating what she is and giving birth to a new conscious self. That is the rebirth of the earth herself.
Yes, that's it.
But we have to do this because we are the living organism within her. It's just like the cells in your body. Some cells have to die and the new ones have to do their job for that body to be healthy.
And healed, yes.
And that's exactly what this earth is. There is too much of people destroying than people healing. So imagine all women on earth can take their menstruation, their menstrual fluid back to the earth and bury it every month. You know the healing that will give to the Mother Earth herself. 80% of women still flush these things into the water, still throw it into the fire and burn it into the air. They don't understand that these dead cells need to go back to the Mother Earth. These dead eggs need to go back to the Mother Earth. Same way you bury a human being.
That's right.
And the more we teach women, instead of using a pad, buy a moo cup so you can save your own bleed and use it for your own spiritual transformation and use it for your own purification and use it to give back to the Mother Earth. So imagine all women on earth have this basic knowledge. That already is something like, wow. Educational system has bred more slaves and more than intelligence. So people now just follow the basic knowledge. So what education bring, what religion bring, what culture bring, and that creates now already a limit. Oh, you are a woman below here. You said something very beautiful before about a woman cannot even complain about being abused because everybody will like, oh, what do you do to him? Instead of...
What did you do?
Yeah, they will just ask you, what did you do? A woman is telling you her husband abused her and beat her up. And the first question you can ask, what did you do? Meaning you are saying a man have a right to beat a woman when the woman did not obey. That's what you are saying automatically.
Yeah, that's of course. Look, a woman who is so sure and understands who she is, and takes in a man and heals this man, he can never even disrespect that woman.
Of course, because she's a God in worship now.
Yep, he would know. You know what? He would just. And people, women, this is what women don't understand. That's where you can experience the love that you think you are looking for. And not this cheap love that we want to go for. You know, we just throw ourselves all these men. For as long as he says he loves me, I feel so good. A man is not supposed to tell me. He's supposed to show me. And as a goddess, how do you show me you love me? By worship. And because I'm a goddess, I understand what I mean when I say by worship.
Of course.
Worship and slavery are two different things.
Yes.
So what is happening in the world now, if a woman is a CEO and she's got a good job and the man doesn't work, or he works at a garage, petrol garage, automatically the woman wants to be worshipped in the house because she thinks, I am.
Those ones are confused. Yeah.
You see how broken it is already.
Yes, very broken.
And the man feels very, cheap in a way. Why do you talk to me like that? Because you make more money, blah, blah. It's just a broken society. So how can Mother Earth heal when the society, her children are so broken? Who is responsible for healing Mother Earth? You and I are living in the earth. You and I are the ones polluting the earth. Who is responsible to heal her? Because it's me and you who must go back and heal her, fix whatever we have broken.
Exactly. And the shortest cut to heal her is to equip the mind of the women, is to increase the vibration of the women, because they are the closest attached to her.
Do you know, I always tell the women that I work with most of the time, and most of them are Christians, so I always make examples with the Bible so that they can understand. Whatever is below has to be above. It's the same thing. So you fixing your womb as a woman, you are also fixing your mind, because the mind is the physical womb as opposed to the womb that is within. So if in your womb there's a tree of life, you must know on your mind there's a tree of good and evil. You understand? As below, so above is the same thing. So whatever it is that is in my womb, I must see it also in my mind. And when a woman is pregnant and you go for a scan, they tell you, oh, it's a boy. In your mind, you can't figure, you can't keep thinking, you can't keep seeing twins or a girl, because already they've told you what it is.
That's right. Fact.
So even in the spiritual realm, when you're working with the womb, you heal your womb, you fix your womb, you fix your mind as a woman. Then you would know that this man, even if he's not working, he is a king. You come home with your CEO job, cook for him, give him his food on a tray, even though he's working. That's you understanding that I have given birth to a king. So if you treat a man as trash, are we saying as women that we have given birth to trash?
Of course, and automatically she is the trash bearer, because what you treat your man like is what's the reflection of you.
Yeah, that's basically what we are saying. We have given birth to trash, and we keep on multiplying this trash. And how do we expect them not to be trash? Because whatever you tell to a man, he becomes.
That's
you are
right.
the authority, you are the power. If you tell a man he's a king and you show him he's a king, trust me, he will be a king.
That's
Whether he
right.
sweeps the streets or cleans the toilet, because you, the giver of the birth, the giver of life, because of your womb, has said he's a king, he will be a king. So if you keep telling a man that a man is trash, he will give you trash, obviously.
Yes. On my YouTube channel, the series I did, Woman is God, which is series 1 to like series 5. In one of the series, I don't remember again, I think series 3. This was exactly what I point out. One of the mystical nature of the woman is to nurture.
Yep.
And that nurturing did not just stop with, you connected through the placenta with that baby in that sacred womb, and later you delivering that baby and breastfeeding that child. The nurturing does not just stop in that cycle. Even that man that you did not give birth to physically, you connecting with him is still the same sacred energy that connects him with the mother. So your duty is to continue from where that womb of the mother stopped, because you are now also an external womb that is not responsible for him. So it's your duty now to protect him, to teach him, to nurture him, to help him grow spiritually, emotionally, physically, even financially when possible. It's your duty now to assist him, because you doing this means you expressing and manifesting your true nature as a woman. It does not make you slave or zombie, because some women think when you give all of yourself to a man, it makes you dumb or not wise. Because why? I know there are so many condemned men and weak men who think that if a woman is nice to them, then they have to use the woman and profit from the woman. There are a lot of damaged men like that. But as a woman, you have to know that that is his own self being trapped in his own little ego. And that should not stop you from being your nature, because you being your nature is helping you to heal, helping you to grow, and helping you to connect with life itself.
That's right.
And this is something we are going to be doing more and more. So we have tried a lot today. But please, before we go, because I know you and you're very incredible goddess. That's the only way I can say it. A very incredible goddess, and I'm so happy for our deep connection, and our journey has been a blessing to one another. I'm so grateful about this, and I know this is still the beginning. This is still the beginning, especially with this type of platform now. We can always come, unite our energy together to really help first ourselves, and then help our divine mother, and then help the children of our divine mother. So I really appreciate you. But before we start going now, please, I'd like you to take some few time, as long as you want, to just also advise the women, the audience, either the one listening now or the ones that will still listen later, how to listen to the sacred voice of their womb. Because I as a man, if I'm saying it, some women are kind of like, although those who know me know already I'm a man and a woman, so I know these things. So, but you, like you are here now, please tell the audience, how do you pay that close ear down to hear that sound, that voice of that sacred womb, and how to follow that wave she's constantly creating? Because the magnetical field of the womb is 10 times higher than that of the heart, which many people don't understand. But how do you really listen to that sacred womb that you carry as a woman? How do you do that?
Okay, first of all, with my experience, I've experienced that there are three voices within me as a woman. There's a voice that comes from the womb, there's a voice that comes from the heart, and the voice that comes from the mind. The voice that comes from the mind is the loudest. That is always
the trickster.
The voice that comes from the heart is just full of emotions. You know, you are happy now, you feel depressed the next minute, you feel you the next minute. But the voice that comes from the womb has only one emotion, which is love. Whatever it is, if you can shut the voice in your mind and just shut the voice of emotion from your heart and listen deeply to that little tiny sweet voice that is in the womb. It's always full of love. If you, I've seen it with me when I'm angry most of the time with my husband. I don't snap, I don't say anything. I just go into a quiet mode, meditation mode. That voice in the womb will advise me the right way. Before we even sleep, I would have already went to him and say, okay, let's talk about it. But if I listen to the voice in the mind, I'll keep on arguing. If I listen to the voice in the heart, I'll keep on, I'll become the victim.
Yeah,
you see, the voice in the heart makes you a victim as a woman.
Please rephrase it again.
You're cheating on me, la la la, you don't love me, la 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 la, da 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 da. Well, the voice in the mind is just, I don't know whether he's a man or a woman or an animal, because she will just be telling you a whole lot of things. But in the heart, it's when she becomes a victim. But in the womb, that's when she becomes a mother, a lover. The reason she remembers why she is in the marriage, you know. So we must just learn as women to be very calm. I know it's difficult because we like chapping a lot. But because now you know and understand that there's someone who's always speaking within you. Our divine mother is always communicating and giving us advice in the womb.
That's right.
If we listen carefully, we get to hear her voice saying, no, daughter, that's not how you do it. This man is broken. Just give him a hug. He's shouting like this because he's broken. He needs you. You understand? As opposed to the voice in the heart that will tell you that, no, he's shouting because he doesn't love you. He's cheating. And the voice in the mind will be telling you, no. He disrespects you. You understand?
Of course.
So it's just a matter of understanding yourself as a woman. A woman is not supposed to be loud all the time. Loudness is so unsexy. It's not attractive, you know. Just looking at the situation and quickly go to that inner voice and ask for advice. Quickly, what do I do here? You see, a woman with a conscious womb is always looking out for a good solution.
Of course.
She's not looking for fights. She's not looking to speak back, but always looking for a solution.
She don't talk loud. She can't talk loud.
Yeah, she always wants to fix that problem. Whether he comes in shouting, blah, 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 blah. The only thing she wants, she quickly becomes their mother. We quickly into the mother energy. And the next thing I'll be asking you, because, you know, with my husband, before I was so enlightened, I used to shout a lot. And it used to cause a whole lot of, you know, one small thing, because of how I shout, becomes a big thing. Now, as I was gradually changing, he was so surprised, because at most times he would expect me to shout, and he hears me saying something else, and then he'd be like, so you're not mad? You understand? So,
of course not.
As much as it surprised him as a husband, it healed him also. So he became more open to me to talk about anything, because he knows I'm talking to a mother. She will tell what I want to hear. You know, if anything goes on wherever he is, the first person he will think of is my wife. My wife will know what to do.
Yes.
My wife will know what to say. Because she's not just a wife or a pretty face or a trophy. She's a mother.
The goddess.
He knows that, no, I don't have to worry. I've got a goddess and a mother at home. Let me tell her what's happening, and she will quickly tell me what to do.
Because he worship you. He recognized that divinity within you.
Yep.
That's what.
But he didn't just wake up and recognize it. I had to show him. That's what women must do.
The process, yeah.
As soon as you know yourself, you get to a point where you understand. You take child into the class and teach him.
Okay, you see where it makes sense now. When our discussion was it today or I don't remember when. You see where it makes sense now when I say we have to equip more the women
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it's click, because that's the
Yeah.
shortest cuts. The ego of the man will even make them rebel against knowledge when it don't fit with them.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
just focus on the women, equip them. Then you will not teach the man how to heal himself and respect you. That's what makes you a god.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
I love that. I thank you so much for your time. It's the technology wanted to interrupt it, but we'll make it in another different way. So, which is
Yeah.
also beautiful. What we are going to do, I will try between now and Tuesday and fix everything that has to do with the technology. Then we can be using my PC and things like that to make everything more standard and beautiful and more good. And then
Yeah.
time to time we will be also having you, as we're also having other guests. Time to time we'll be having you, that we'll plan privately together. And
Yeah.
I thank you so much for creating your time and for really sharing,
Thank
with us and expressing your beautiful self with us. And
Yeah.
what makes me more even happy is you are part of the team now, and that is
Yay.
that is so cool to also have you on board, and we are on this now.
Yeah. No, thank you for the opportunity. The more we teach these things, the more we get to heal our Mother Earth, and that is the issue.
Exactly. I thank you
Yeah.
so much, and I'm grateful that our head connects with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Thank you so much. I wish you a
Thank
nice
you.
day ahead. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Bye bye for now.
Technology again.
That was beautiful, because sometimes it's so wonderful when different voices is saying it. Yes. And I'm happy to have her now on board, together with other big goddesses we have. Like tomorrow, we have a very special guest also. She's from Switzerland. We'll be speaking more in Italian and German. So tonight we'll confirm our appointment to be really sure again. Yeah, so tomorrow teaching is is going to be the audience that understand French, German, Italian. You will enjoy it a lot. The audience that understand English, you will have patience, because I will have to be translating what we are saying. Yes. She's a musical therapist, so she wants to share with us the beauty of music and how, as a feminine, can exploit this beautiful melody within your own self as a woman. Because as a woman, you are the tune already. You are the music already. This music that is a universal language, that's what you are. So really know how to, Italians call it il ballo di anima. Your soul dance, learning this soul dance and how to really follow the wave. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So I thank you all for today, and we'll confirm the appointment for tomorrow. If not, we'll bring someone else on board. And Tuesday, we also have our incredible queen, Queen Ali Katz. She will also be with us. And we'll be talking more about some special topic. We still have to confirm it, but I'll post it on the wall and everybody will see it. Then on Monday, our queen, which was supposed to come on board yesterday, because of technical issue, did not work. Queen Elian Sitar will be bringing her on board on Monday. Yes. Yes. And then from Wednesday, I don't know for now. I don't know for now. I have to go and read my inbox, and because what I'm trying to do is we are trying to build a sacred cycle, and we are trying to make this platform become that sacred space where we can give out always soul food to nurture the divine feminine energy, to boost this energy, to increase this vibration, so we can fix all the damaged men on earth. So I wish you all a nice day, and I thank you for being here today. Thank you. Please always share it. That's what you can do for now. Just share it. It's a new page. Invite your people to come into the page. The page is never up to I don't know how many weeks. So we are still growing it. So keep on sharing it and help us expand it. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. This is a ministry. And soon the book is out. The humans can really understand what we mean when we say woman is God and man is a worshipper. Bye bye for now.